contest is Chris Tryon. I believe Chris Tryon.
Fellow Toastmasters and most welcome guests, I believe most of us are familiar with the phrase, our decisions determine our destiny. What I would like to know, and what I'm pretty sure you would like to know is, what determines the decisions that we make? I believe our desires determine the decisions that we make. Did you know the word desire has 4 definitions? A want, a wish, to lust after, to crave. I believe a craving is much stronger than a want or a wish. Allow me to share a brief story about a craving or desire I had many years ago. When I was pregnant with my oldest son, I had suffered with morning sickness every single day for 4.5 months. This meant if I ate anything other than Cheerios and bananas, or peanut butter crackers and apple slices, my body would have an overwhelming desire to be sick. One day when I was at work, I had this overwhelming craving for sausage pizza. I decided after I got off work, I was going to buy some. I did just that. When I got home, I thoroughly enjoyed eating every delicious bite of the sausage pizza, both slices. In short order, my body had this overwhelming desire to be sick. I had already decided this was not going to happen on this particular day. I lay down on the sofa and stared straight up at the ceiling for a solid hour, waiting for the desire to be sick to end. It did. Toastmasters and guests, when was the last time you had a desire or craving for something as strongly as I had for sausage pizza that fateful day many years ago? Did you know that only 5% of our population have achieved their desire for vibrant health and massive wealth? Does that mean the rest of us have decided, and are destined to live a life of mediocrity? What is stopping us from living a life that includes vibrant health and massive wealth? I believe that word is fear. I believe most of us fear 3 things: public speaking, death, and failure. We know how to solve the problem for our fear of public speaking, right? Join Toastmasters. When it comes to our fear of dying, we might as well accept the fact none of us are getting out of here alive. When it comes to our fear of failure, maybe we don't fear failure. Maybe we fear success. Perhaps many of us have grown comfortable with being uncomfortable in our comfort zones. A few years ago, my husband and I put together and discovered and created an acronym for the word fear. Fear stands for feeble excuses annihilate rewards. Allow me to repeat that. Fear stands for feeble excuses annihilate rewards. How do we stop allowing fear to stop us from achieving our desire for vibrant health and massive wealth? I believe it is a 3-step process. First step, I believe we need to experience joy in our journey, which we call life. One of my favorite movies of all time is called Bucket List. To paraphrase a pivotal scene, the 2 main characters are discussing what happens when we die. Their theory is that we will be asked 2 questions when we are standing outside those pearly gates. The first question, have we experienced joy in our lives? The second question, have other people experienced joy in their lives because they have known us? I believe the second step to conquering our fear and achieving our desire for vibrant health and massive wealth is to believe that we can. But before we believe that we can, I believe we need to believe the people who believe in us. Our family, our friends, our fellow Toastmasters, maybe even total strangers. Most importantly, I believe that we need to believe there's a God in heaven above who will hear and answer our prayers according to the desires of our hearts. I believe the third step to conquering our fears so that we too can obtain vibrant health and massive wealth is to take action. I believe action is the antidote to fear. What kind of action should we take? I believe the quote from Mother Teresa which says, "We can do no great things, only small things with great love." I believe the scripture from the Book of Mormon, Alma chapter 37, verse 6, which says, "By small and simple things, great things are brought to pass." I believe when we take those small and simple steps on a consistent daily basis in the direction of our desires for vibrant health and massive wealth, I believe when we believe the people who believe in us, as well as believe that God will hear and answer our prayers according to the desires of our hearts, I believe when we help other people experience joy in this journey that we call life, we will experience joy in our lives too, as we pursue our desires for vibrant health and massive wealth. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, what does the acronym for FEAR stand for? Feeble excuses annihilate rewards. I believe that the best part of this is we get to choose between our desires and our fears. Don't you? Thank you, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Chris.